If you can hear this ditty.
Let's be freaking losers! Get out of your mind!
Yeah, that can be the intro. That's the intro for PC3K now.
Well, maybe now. We're out in a gazebo.
We're at the House of M. Zach is 25,000 miles away. And Zach's in Ukraine. Dead, most likely. Zach just went into Ukraine so they would kill him and he wouldn't have to see his wife and children.
Yep. And that throws out our other plan.
Yeah, we were all set up. We're like, we're going to finally do the Dark Triad podcast. And then Zach was like, hang on, guys. I have a responsibility to abandon my wife and kids to go and fight in Ukraine. And now he's dead.
And we missed our chance to kill him. Take him to that restaurant. And
that's what you get for standing against the denazification of Ukraine.
Yep.
You're Zach and you die. And your wife and children, they're homeless. So that's the end of the Zach story.
The mom spent the insurance money and money given to her by the VA on crack.
She spent the money
so the child was left an orphan.
A big hammer to crack Zach's head open when he got back. But it's not going to happen anymore because Zach is dead. They took his corpse.
They ate it.
They ate him.
He now lives inside them.
Zach is now fueling a 14-year-old Russian boy as he runs into gunfire and gets blown to fucking bits.
Yup. Those, what do they call them? A vacuum bomb.
A vacuum bomb?
The Russians deployed vacuum bombs. So basically the way it works is... So they created the accelerant and the... I forgot what it was called. What's this called at the core, They coated the core in a special coating that prevents oxygen from getting inside of it. So there's this primary explosion, and it causes all of the oxygen to be sucked in to the bomb, and then there's a secondary explosion. But when that suction happens, you could be 20 feet away, and you will just fly back into the bomb, no matter how far you try to get. Then that secondary explosion will blow you to bits, and all of the oxygen in the nearby air will be lit on fire. So even if you're out of the radius of the bomb, you will still fucking burn.
That's the kind of fun that Zach's been having without us in Ukraine. I should get my phone. I think I left it in my car.
Okay. I guess I'll be taking over for the time being. This is now Stoner Talk 101. So if you don't know, I'm going to teach you how to make moon rocks. Hell yeah. So you got to get your mid-shelf or top-shelf exotic, whatever the fuck, as long as it's a decent-sized bud or nug, whatever you want to call it. So then you take your wax, your dab, whatever you want to call it, and you soak that bitch. And you let it sit for around like 15, 20 minutes, so your nug, bud, whatever the fuck, completely absorbs it. And then you get your hash, then because you have that coating on there, that hash will stick to it. And you let that sit for a while, and you break that fucker open and crumble it, and then you smoke it, and it is so nice. And Wilson has returned. This now concludes Stoner Talk 101. Now, back to Poopcast 3, whatever the fuck it's called.
PC3K, the iconic,
PC3K.
the notorious PC3K.
Poopcast 3000.
Poopcast 3000, your dad's favorite podcast. So, you're familiar with the iconic character Medea.
Oh, I loved watching the Medea movies.
Yeah. So, the most recent film and the Medea franchise is called, I believe, a Medea Family Reunion or something like that. And it's a bit wild. It's a bit silly even. There are some silly bits here and there. But it is, so basically there's a family reunion, and there's, like, I don't know the Medea family tree. It's weird, because I watched one of the movies, and I'm like, these are just different characters. What's going on here? But, in this movie, there's, like, there's this kid, there's this guy, he's like a young man our age, and he's gay, and he's driving to the family reunion with another gay guy, and they're like nervous about him coming out as gay. Now, you know, there's obviously lots of lovely political commentary within the new Medea film about like police and whatnot, but you know, after that, there's sort of an insane reveal wherein it turns out that the gay person who he's with, which throughout the whole movie they're like implying that they're dating, right? Because they're like both gay, they're going to a family reunion together, and he's gonna come out as gay. It's like really strange. But then the twist is that the gay guy is actually not gay, and is in fact fucking the kid's mom. And the thing is, in a regular movie, I mean, that's already insane. That's like a Lifetime movie or something. It's already wild. But in like a regular movie, like that would be bad. But it's not in this movie. They're like, you know what, Mom? You deserve to have sex with my gay best friend. And that's really the moral of the story. Medea like walks up and she's like, oh, I'm not going to do a Medea voice, but she's like, hey, let your mom get fucked by her gay best friend. That's actually cool. And let them get married, which is what happens.
All right. I got something for you. Are
Go
you
ahead.
familiar with the movie Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe?
Well, I'm familiar with Beavis and Butthead.
So they just released a new movie called Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, where they go through a black hole and end up in 2022 as teenagers. And so there's a scene which was really fucking hilarious. They walked into this college, and it was, understand, it's like a white liberal democratic college, like with those non-toxic environments and safe spaces, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But anyway, they walk into this classroom, and it's a woman, a teacher, talking about femininity and how they're making a lot of progress with women's rights.
How they're feminizing all of our boys in blue.
So Beavis and Butthead walk into there, and they just look at all these chicks, and they're just like, we're about to score. Yeah, Butthead. We're about to score. Any y'all ladies want to join us? And they're like, oh, ew, get out of here. You don't belong here. And then the teacher's just like, wait. This is teachable. See, what these young men have is something called white privilege. And then Beavis and Butthead were like, white privilege.
It's like, hey, actually, if you look at these statistics, like Beavis and Butthead are just fucking alt-right people. Like they're just like, actually, I was watching Steven Crowder. Dude, look at this clip. Look at this clip of Look at this clip of Jordan Peterson.
I mean, I do like Jordan Peterson. He's a good man and a strong man who's been through a lot.
Yeah, he's strong until he only eats meat for 3 months and almost
there was
dies.
a reason for it. His daughter
is awesome. His daughter is insane as well.
His daughter had this health condition that was killing her, and nothing seemed to help. So she did a high elimination diet.
Yeah.
And it went away.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not for everybody. Eating all meat, that's extreme. But when you have underlying health conditions, or you have something in your life that makes you do that, there are a lot of benefits. But me, myself, I'm just an omnivore. I prefer having a balanced diet.
I prefer having a hard-boiled egg, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I mean, I have
nothing
actually
else.
cracked eggs in glasses and just drank it.
Yeah, if you want to make an omelet, like you gotta.
I mean, I do like almonds.
you
too,
gotta
but
drink the egg.
You do not believe that it is the Constitution that gives you the freedom of speech.
The freedom of speech is given to you by the government deciding that you can. Like,
no.
It is. Because if for instance, they decided that you didn't have that, they could just do it. And they do sometimes.
But if they tried to do that, people would uprise, people would riot, people would fight.
Well,
and do you know how many people have guns?
But the thing is that
civilians?
it already kind of happens. And it's like people just don't, like, people have a lot of trouble doing that. And, like, they'll only do it specific, like, especially if you're a right-wing person. Like, most of the right-wing don't really care. Like, so long as they can say whatever they want. And this is the same, I guess, for both sides. It's the same for most people. But so long as they can say whatever they want, they don't care if the other people can't talk.
I'm just saying, if our government turns completely tyrannical, and it's on that path, there are thousands of rednecks and thousands of dangerous people waiting
Americans,
for the government to do that.
The thing, Americans aren't smart enough to
That's what you think.
No, they're only smart enough to, like, kill kids in schools and stuff. Like, that's the only thing we ever use.
So you don't think that's government planned so that they could push for more gun regulations?
It's not for gun regulations.
If I pay...
Because all of Americans have guns already, and they've never... Throughout all of American history, there's never been anything close to a popular uprising. The closest thing was, I guess, like, probably, like, the civil rights movement, like Black Panther groups, stuff like that. Like, that's the closest that we've ever gotten.
Would you at least agree that this country is divided?
Of course it's divided, but, like...
And what did Lincoln say about a country that is divided? Was it Lincoln or Washington that
It was Lincoln that said that, but...
Because,
like, first off, it can stand because we're divided in such a way where, like, nobody ever does anything. Everybody just posts about stuff.
That's why I'm trying to get into the military, because I know that I'm weak. I know that in a real fight against a real dangerous group of people, I would fucking lose.
But the thing is
but I have that drive.
But, like, the military is just like I don't know how loads of people are veterans. Like, what do they do? Like, they post.
There's a lot of things.
They post like
Matt
everybody
Best,
else.
He started a coffee company. He also started a clothing line. He also created a huge charity project.
He created a new consumer identity that you can buy shit and then you could be like, I'm a badass. And they sell a shirt with a skull on it. This is a tactical shirt. It's got a pocket on the nipple. I can put a switchblade in.
After he got out of the military, he did contracts for the CIA.
Which is, but that's like the worst thing. That's
assassinations. I mean, let's call it what it is.
Yeah, but
he was still killing dangerous people with dangerous influence that would cause a lot.
The CIA's the dangerous people with the dangerous influence. They kill like democratically elected leaders. They will get up, like somebody who's like fucking some depressed kid. They'll be like, yeah, no, they'll like pretend to be like a girl or something, and they'll be like, no, you should kill people. You should go to a church and, like, they try to get people to kill. Like, they do the shit that you were talking about with, like, but it's not to stop. It's not anything to do even with guns. It's just, at this point, it's like, it's kind of almost out in the open. It just, like, is demoralizing. You just kind of know that, like, some of the shit isn't real. You know some of it is, like, these groups, and you know that they're, like, fucking about in, like, other countries and stuff. But you also know that there's, like, just nothing you can do about it. Like, they'll let stories get out there that they do it. Because they at this point, it just demoralizes people.
Like, say George Floyd. After he was apparently killed by a cop, even though we all know he fucking overdosed on a drug.
He was murdered by a cop. That's insane.
He had so much fentanyl in his body that it was such a high level that it would have killed him. And fentanyl,
he just
when it
happened
gets
to
into
die
your lungs,
after, like, somebody was suffocating him. Like, he just happened
had
to
him
die.
in a chokehold. That's it. You know how many pounds of pressure the human neck, especially the male neck, can take?
Dude, like a tiny little monkey could, like, choke you out. Like, somebody is kneeing on the back of somebody's neck. I don't know. This is, like, not a very fruitful debate to have at this point.
I don't know.
They objectively do kill people. Like, who are unarmed. Like, they shot a fucking 13-year-old.
Did not touch him at all. Even if the cop did not lay a hand on him, he still would have died.
I just can't, like, it's like saying, like, oh, he had, like, cancer, and the cancer suddenly killed him right then.
No, because they tested his blood, and the doctor that did his autopsy actually said that it was because of an overdose.
like even if it was also because of that. Like,
Well, I'm not
but
saying
I don't
that was
even.
okay, but
But
you get
but
what
they
I'm saying.
the fact it's irrelevant though, right? Like it's irrelevant
Well,
because there are instances where it is obvious and
Well,
clear
the
that they
point
just murder
is,
somebody.
After that happened, people trashed the city, and it got so bad that they had to call in riot squads and use smoke bombs and tear gas.
They trashed a bunch of chain fucking stores. They trashed like McDonald's and shit. Like everybody's like, "Whoa, what are they doing to their fucking like?" Oh no, they burnt down Target. They burnt down this massive fucking company that, like, at this point, right now, at the time that we're in, is probably charging like $5 for like fucking $10 for a gallon of milk or some ridiculous shit like that.
I can tell you what
Because
the
they
price
need,
of that.
yeah, like they're upcharging on everything now, like as if that even fucking, like as if they're not gonna make enough money, so let's charge fucking poor
We're
people
gonna
more.
go into a damn depression.
We're
That's the fucked
yeah,
part.
we're basically in it. Like we're it's just gonna get worse for
And
a
the
while.
war and violence is also gonna get like much worse.
Yeah. This is remember 0 bits Poopcast. What if Poopcast was like what if Poopcast, instead of Poopcast, it was the, I don't know, the Talkcast. And there was no pooping or farting at all.
No, but
None
it wouldn't
to
be
be seen.
Poopcast, you know.
What if it was fucking, what if it was the Politipod? What if that's
Politipod. Oh, damn. We just had like a whole political debate.
Yeah, it was like a whole long thing. We'll see what that 30 minutes turns into when it's on the editing timeline. We'll see if that pans out. We'll see how coherent that was.
People are just gonna be like arguing inside the comment section.
I mean, Poopcast has a pretty generally clear political vibe to it, but it's not that. It's usually like a 5-minute rant, and it's toward the end.
Understand though, I am high as fuck, and when
Oh,
I get
yeah.
high, I start ranting.
Oh yeah, of course. The iconic the Iconopod.
Just like make a picture of a really stoned Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Blunt in his mouth.
That's fucking you, dude. You're like that'd be fucking funny.
If
to meet
Peter
somebody
Griffin...
and be like, dude, you're like fucking Peter Griffin in real life.
Nah, man.
Like, imagine somebody who is like like a kind of person who would be like Peter Griffin, and like what a psycho.
Scary.
Yeah, Peter
Away
Griffin
from
was a
that
fucking
person.
frightening entity.
Just dear Lord.
Like, Jesus Christ. Like,
He'll just like change attitudes and personality. Just...
yeah, he's like literally a fucking chaos demon.
Let's
creature.
go on a ride.
Dude, if fucking Peter fucking Griffin would be in like the Marvel Comics universe, he'd be like this fucking chaotic force. Peter Griffin, a cosmic entity. See, what's actually interesting about Peter Griffin is that he was introduced in issue 1 of Strange Tales. Yeah, so Peter Griffin has lifted Thor's hammer before, but ever since Odin cast him down and said that he was unworthy, Peter Griffin has not had the hammer since then, and he's not as strong as he was whenever he was Worldbreaker Peter, but ever since Tony Stark built Peter Griffin the Iron Peter suit.
This fucker actually has Wonder Twin power. I'm just like a fucking Quagmire. He's pretty scary too.
Quagmire, look at this fucking guy. Get a load of this guy.
He's a damn
Get a
predator.
load of this guy. His name is Quagmire. What the hell's up with that? Second off, look at the size of his fucking head. I could fit a whole watermelon in that thing. Third of off, what's his deal?
No, he's a predator.
Actually, just rapist.
They
need to make a Family Guy episode where Quagmire finally gets his just desserts. Like an episode.
But he does.
We need a 45-minute Family Guy episode where Brian Griffin's like, Quagmire, I'm gonna sue you for being a rapist. And it's just dramatic the entire time. There's no jokes
just
at
like,
all.
I'm not a rapist, and he just presents
And
this
then
recording.
At the end, Quagmire's like, dude, fuck, I was a rapist this whole shit. I'll change my ways. But I'm gonna leave the Family Guy show forever to change my ways.
Starts his own show.
The Quagmire show, where he learns not to rape women.
He just fucking It's not rape if she doesn't say no.
Yeah, he has to go through the cycle. He's like, he goes from like, you know, fucking medieval style rapist to like 1950s style rapist, and then to like fucking, you know, 80s style, all the styles throughout the ages.
And then he just stops doing it altogether.
Yeah, and then he gets to, yeah. At the end, he's like, he's normal, like he's not raping people anymore. But then, you know, he's like, what, 40? He's 40 and he dates a 35-year-old. then he gets canceled for grooming. They're like, you're a rapist. That age gap, that's a yikes.
Just like...
You gotta talk into the mic.
What?
You gotta...
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can still hear me, though.
You could hear... I mean, you'd be pretty quiet, though.
Oh. Well, what was I gonna fucking say? Oh, fuck. Have you seen that Morty and episode gag clip by the creator about raping babies?
you told this story.
Oh, never mind.
We did a whole
Never
bit.
mind.
We did a bit.
Cut out, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. We censored it the first time because we were talking about baby rape for like 5 minutes and the baby rape Avengers. And Zach was like, I don't know, this is like a little extreme. And I was like, okay, we'll censor it. And like, so I cut out every time it said rape. I was like, I just silenced it. But I forgot that we like talked about it again, and we were like, oh, we don't know what Zach thinks about that. So we censored part of it, but I mean the full discussion is there. Like we recorded it like a month or so, no, a little over a month ago. Between now and then, there were like a few big shootings to sort of talk about. But the main one is, of course, the one with all the school children that died, where that kid
was fucked.
Yeah,
and the cops actually sat there.
Yeah, they're just like, I'm good, thanks.
There is actually a state
dipped.
where they arm the teachers with guns, and it is very regulated, and they have special rooms to put them in, so the students are not able to get in there.
Yeah.
And they have to return them when they leave. But there has not been a single school shooting at that school.
Well, there aren't that many school shootings, to be fair.
But I'm just saying, and no one has tried to attack the school, nothing.
Well, like, that just sucks. like that's just, it's like, let's just build a big concrete dome and we'll put all the kids in there and then nobody can get in. We'll put all the kids in there and then we'll give the fucking teachers an Iron Man suit. It's like, it's bad that we gotta do that. Like, that's no good.
Yeah, but
that should not be a step that we have to, like, that didn't used to happen, like, ever.
But still, it shouldn't have to happen, but if it does, that will eliminate all
I mean,
of
we'd
that
have to
altogether.
see. We'd have to have a test. So, if one of the brave Poopcast audience members wants to test one of these schools by bringing a gun, just trying their best.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You're gonna get shot to death, but
we'll see.
go ahead.
That's the test, okay? Maybe.
Just how many teachers are in a school?
Well, think about the reflexes of the average school shooter, right? They're fucking average school shooter, like 17, right? And they are playing Fortnite 24. They have the reflexes of a cat.
Oh yeah, 360 no scope,
Those
double
teachers,
bullet.
they can't even play Angry Birds. They don't even have the reflexes to play Angry Birds. You know, he's
One of my history teachers was actually a veteran that was in World War II.
Damn. A World War II veteran?
Yeah, and he was a
That's
history
crazy.
teacher.
He's history now, probably.
But you give him a gun and let him defend y'all, even in his old age, all it takes is that training, and he's gonna fuck someone up.
Unless there's like, I don't know, like there's like a little thing on the floor, there's like a cord on the floor or something that falls.
Just a quarter.
If he fell, he would turn into dust. The one war that's like cool to fight in.
Have you seen 80-year-old bodybuilders?
Oh yeah, those people, they look like fucking
Hulk.
like a hairless cat full of pillows, you know? Like they look like they're like shred. They're like, it's like a, but like it's so fine. Like their skin is so like thin.
This is an 80-year-old woman, female bodybuilder.
Jeez.
And her skin is flawless.
That 80-year-old female bodybuilder. Fuck, dude. What's her at, dude? What's her at?
That's an 81-year-old bodybuilder.
Okay, that's just cool, but let's get back to the babes. Let's get back to the babes.
Dude.
I'd like to break her hip.
What the fuck? Don't you think you're a little bit out of her age range?
No. Once you're 20,
Another 80-year-old
go
bodybuilder.
up forever. I'd let him break my hip
Damn, so
They
you
do look
swing
pretty
that
good.
way.
for being 80. I guess it makes sense. Like if you're like sagging, like you can just bulk up, and then
Their skin. That's a 90-year-old.
See, what you want to do is be
steroids.
like skinny. You want to like weigh like 80 pounds your whole life, and then once you get old and your skin starts sagging, then you bulk up, and it's like perfect. It's good as new. Or get fat. You can do either of those.
It's amazing though, because their skin retains their youthfulness and elasticity.
Yeah, they put like they extract the adrenochrome, and then they. That's not them. It doesn't give you gains like that. Adrenochrome doesn't. Adrenochrome just makes you live to be 120.
I did my research, and people that exercise regularly, they will actually live a lot longer than people that don't. Especially
Absolutely,
if you're like,
of course.
Just look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a bodybuilder. I mean, he's really slimmed down. He's not as big as he was, but he's still very healthy.
Yeah.
And very strong. He's probably going to live to be over 100. I am two types of Native American. I am Cherokee and Blackfoot. And I'm German, Irish, British.
I feel like it's Irish. It's the neck beard. It's an Irish gene. It's the Irish laddie
German,
gene.
Irish, British. And I have this, there's a tribe in Alaska.
Yeah.
I think I'm also related to them because of my grandmother's mom.
Yeah.
And they're pale white people.
I guess that makes sense.
But they were very deadly hunters. But
They were pale white, but deadly hunters.
the fuck?
What the hell?
What is this, The Witcher?
What is this? What is this? Morbius? What is this, Morbius 2?
What is that movie even about? A demon going into this man?
It's about the scientist Michael Morbius, who seeks to combine his DNA with that of a bat, becoming instead a half vampire.
They made a movie about that, the Marvel movie.
They made a fucking sick ass. He's in like the old Spider-Man cartoon and stuff. But
doesn't Morbius end up being a good guy in the end?
He's a good guy in the whole movie. Well, he kills a bunch of people, but they just don't care about that. Like he just like not like
Some invincible type shit. Just they were in the background. They kind of just died.
Yeah, exactly. They like didn't really matter. But yeah, it's great. There's like an evil version of Morbius, of course, who's played by Doctor Who, and he like dances to like this song, and it goes like have sex, da ba da 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 da, have sex, and he looks into the camera and goes ha. It's
That
great.
sounds like something out of Rick and Morty.
This is like This is like the Rick and Morty Lego set. Buy the Rick and Morty Lego set.
That's a thing?
Probably not. Lego likes to only associate themselves with like sort of clean,
Friendly.
yeah, stuff for babies like Marvel.
Oh yeah, Marvel's is for babies because of the new Doctor Strange, where this formerly good hero, female character, goes after this child called America, intending to sacrifice her so she can gain more power.
Sam Raimi's exposing the deep state. The deep state's plans for your children.
It's just, let's go murder children.
That literally
That's
happened.
lovely.
That literally happened in Sesame Street. Elmo literally fucking did that to Oscar the Grouch. Elmo was literally like, Oscar, come out of your little trash can. Come and play.
And what do you want?
I want nothing that you can see, at least.
Oh,
Just your soul.
damn.
But I mean, like, as I mean, for babies and that, basically anybody can watch it. Like, it's not like an 8. I mean, maybe it'd be a little scary for an 8-year-old, but like, it's mostly presentation.
Did you hear about the
What?
Elmo toys that were actually programmed to be like, kill, and like tell people to kill, and it would recite their names and be like, kill yourself.
That's it.
Like, they actually did that. And then there was these toy wands that if you peeled back the layer and press the button, it'd be like a person cutting themselves.
Sick.
It's like, what
Oh yeah,
the
yeah. I
fuck?
remember seeing that. That's funny. Was that? Oh, that was fireworks. Yeah.
Oh, people do shoot guns around here as well.
Well, yeah, but like, I don't know. Like, it's people are probably doing
That is why we
positive.
have guns. Because I will shoot a bitch if they try to go into my property.
I will shoot a bitch if I see them walking down the street.
Well, no. They have to be actively. They have to be a threat.
They have to be briskly walking.
And I won't shoot you unless you have a weapon, unless you're trying to break into my house. But I will give you a warning and tell you to leave.
You better not fucking knock on Michael's door, bitch. You knock on his door.
There's 2 guns. And there's me, Eric, Neil, Mom. There's like more than 5 people with weapons. All of us.
Yeah.
You know, I have combat weapons. If I showed
Michael can dual wield.
I actually can because I have 2
Consider this.
machetes. I have
Consider-
2 swords.
Consider having 2 machetes
I have a spear.
shoved into each of your like.
I have a bow with deer hunting arrows. They have
Yeah.
the 3 blades on them and the hunting
Yeah,
tips.
Zach has one of those.
And I have a gun and a BB gun. And I have a bullet knife.
I'll shoot you, and then I'll shoot a BB through the hole, and it'll go.
What the fuck? No.
Zach has a bow as well, and he's getting a motorcycle, so he'll be doing. You know, he'll be stopping some criminals with that. He'll be.
What is he? The new
the
Robin?
motorcycle arrow?
The new Robin.
The new. The by. the motor bow.
Turns out he's a secret CEO and like multi-billionaire of some company. He just lied about it the whole time.
Yeah, Zach's a spook. He's been getting information on me. He's been trying to convince me to shoot up Congress.
And
Zach, why do you keep asking me? You keep begging me to go to fucking various senators' houses with guns. Like, I don't want to do that, dude. It's like, you must
all you
do
gotta
it.
do,
Allah will smile upon you if you just do this thing.
I will give you $1,000 if you go to the senator's house and just drop this pipe bomb in his mailbox. That's all you have to
Hell,
do.
I do it for free. Nobody will stop you. Just go into the public library. Books are evil. Kill all of them.
Just German pop propaganda. Burn all the Bibles. Burn all the books. Burn all Jewish history.
I think the Germans were okay with the Bible. I mean, they were, you know, I mean, they had their own stuff. They had like a flavor.
And that's the funny part. Hitler was Jewish.
I don't think.
He
I don't know if
actually was.
like
He's
he
one-
might have been like genetically like
Yeah, he was
like
genetically
and his like
Jewish.
ancestors, which are the Jews that they don't like, of course. But
So it's just like you're saying Jews are evil. They're penny snatchers. They lie to you. They don't want
all
anything.
things
They're
that
evil.
also apply to
Sorry.
Hitler.
It's just like they want to kill you. They're Satan. It's children. Whatever.
It's mostly just basically the stuff that people say that the Democrats
Like,
do. Like, it's very similar.
If I was a German, like, citizen and I saw this shit, I'd be like, "You're Jewish."
I'd be like, bro,
You're pretty sus.
that's pretty. You're gay, dude. This shit's gay. Dude, this Nazi shit, I'm not gonna dress up in a cool, like, it's a cool suit, but, like, I'm not gonna put that on. You think I'm gonna put on, like, you think I'm gonna put on that funny hat and, like, walk like an idiot? For what? For what, dude? If I were the Nazis, I'd probably push them for, like, I don't know, like, to be a bit more, like, diverse and sort of inclusive. sort of round out the edges a bit. I would reform the Nazis from the inside.
It's just every single race against the Jewish people. Dear Lord. That would be horrible.
Yeah, if only the Nazis had the 5 black people in Germany at the time, they would have won. If only they had them.
Have you heard the tale of the very first African samurai?
No, I have not.
So, there was this African American that managed to make it to Japan. And then they teach him the ways of the samurai, and like he learns their language, and it's like really cool.
And that black man was Obama. You know, say what you will. He is the last samurai.
His wife's just like, these kids in these schools are not getting a nutritious diet. Obama's just slices all the crates of unhealthy food.
The thing is, it's just not. It's like not healthier now. Like it's just slop. It's stuff we'd feed to animals. Like potato byproduct. Like we have a simulate potato. We'll put a piece of fucking whole wheat bread and we'll cover it in cheese and put it in a microwave, so it gets just soggy and just disgusting. Give that to the kids. Give the kids a gallon of milk. Nothing's healthier than drinking gallons of milk.
We'll buy them those really shitty, overly sweet Walmart cookies and throw parties.
We'll give them fruit, and by fruit I mean just a bowl of like sugar sauce with like a pineapple chunk in it. We'll give them some kind of meat. A kind of meat. That's what we'll call it. A kind of meat.
It's not even a good, healthy cut of meat.
We don't know. It could be. It could be. We aren't sure what it is, though.
Yeah, or it's just that artificially grown meat.
They just cooked fat. Like, it's just melted. Fucking just fat. It's just hot. It's boiling.
We had...
kids, like, pour it on each other.
We had chili cheese fries in Choctaw.
Oh, hell yeah.
And we also had... what do they call them? Pretzels with the cheese.
Oh, yeah.
And we had, what the fuck are they called? Corn dogs. And,
corn dogs.
All this unhealthy shit. And then sodas.
Yeah, corn dogs that will go bad in the year 2180.
It's like that one McDouble meme.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just the same. Yeah, I've had this for like 16 years. It's fine.
He's just like, fuck with me, and I will...
A collection of just muscular old men, dude.
Or
their dicks aren't hard, but everything else is.
Or there's this guy.
Oh, yeah. Some of these people just don't look real. It's funny. Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, shit, it is. It's fucking yoked Obama. Bro Obama. Damn.
Holy crap. Is that Squat Rack Obama?
Squat Rack Obama?
Bill Clinton?
Oh shit. Clinton?
Ronald Reagan's?
Wow.
Donald Trump?
Shit. You don't want to know what Clinton is using those muscles to do. It's just like, you can't outrun me.
He's like Herbert the pervert from Family Guy.
Except if Herbert the pervert, was instead of being into Chris, was into Stewie.
Dear Lord.
The tickle monster's coming through.
Fried water.
This is a homemade edible water bottle made out of sodium alginate.
No, is that
Now,
we're
this works
fucking.
really well for those of you
We're
who
at the
want
Action Lab zone.
calories into your- Okay, here we
It's like
go.
that looks so good, and it's just like a white fried little orb.
It's not bad.
Not bad. It tastes like bread and water. Dude, if you ice that shit, dude, you put it in the freezer.
That's pretty funny.
You know how after you put cereal in the freezer and let it freeze into a hard block, it tastes better?
This works really- Oh my God, that plane's
Quagmire.
They're all gonna die.
They're
What?
dead.
Oh, no.
And that's not the worst part. Here's the condom I said I put on. Aren't I just the worst?
Oh, it's great. Michael, you have to pitch something to Shark Tank. What's your fucking genius idea? I'll be the shark. I'll be the shark.
All right. So,
Go on. Go on.
I have sold 500,000 units of these already, and this product is called a rusty axe.
What the fuck? What even the fuck is? Holy shit! What even the? What?
It is a self-defense tool that allows you to poison and slowly kill your enemy by giving them tetanus. Although they can be saved and will live if they go to a hospital fast enough.
Basically, what you're saying is I could cut a mean steak with this.
If you want to give yourself tetanus.
So
But that
basically,
is why we created
you're
another
telling me
line
you
of
have
bags.
you're telling me you have a weapon, a tool, and a video game all in one.
Sure, yeah. And I am seeking.
You're telling me that I could come to my nephew's what the fuck is it called? You're telling me that I could go to my nephew's thing where you cut off his foreskin, and I could just hack it off with that?
Yeah, but you would give him tetanus, and it would kill him.
He's a kid. He needs to, you need to get exposed early. It's better. So you're telling me that if I'm cutting the crust off of a piece of bread to give to my micro baby, that I can just use this? You're telling me I can cut stuff with this thing?
Yeah.
You're telling me I can cut a crown in half?
Yeah.
You're telling me I could get a whole pack of crowns and put them on a table and go and cut them in half?
You want to see something really cool? I have this really hard stick right
He's
here.
got a hard
Okay.
cock and he's popping it on the
I'm
table.
sitting here flicking it, and you can see that it's not breaking or cutting. So
Yeah.
I put it right
Very
here.
sturdy.
And I take this, and it splits into.
Damn, it didn't stand a chance. Did not stand a single chance. I could say my nephew's penis is not gonna be intact after I'm done with it. Is it called like a lobster bisque or something? I don't know what it's called. There's like a name for the Jewish thing. None of them do it, but some of them do.
Circumcision?
No, yeah, well they like cut it off, but there's like a ceremony.
Nah.
So you're telling me I could bring this on an airplane? I could bring this axe on an airplane, and I could just go into the pilot's office. I could
look at your local.
slice directly through their skull, and I could fly that plane straight in to the
Look
White
at
House.
your local TSA guidelines and no comment.
There was a fucking, the Killdozer. Are you familiar with that story? There's a guy who like modded a bulldozer and just started bulldozing shit. That's what I know. That's what I know about the story.
What the fuck?
But he's just like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the earth, all its peoples, ruining my days.
It's just, hey, you, join my cult. I will bless you with a killdozer, and we can just go kill people.
I will make you flat. Join the flat Stanleys.
All right, let's go. Just create a whole organized army of people with killdozers.
Yeah, okay.
And just start.
Oh, Mr.
mowing
Riot
people
Police, you
down.
have a riot shield? Okay. You're fine now. Your riot shield is embedded into your body.
And they just have people pouring concrete over them, so they will forever be immortalized.
If the
as
left wants to win in
examples.
this country, we need to gain access to the bulldozers. Jeff Bezos surrounded on 4 sides by bulldozers. What are you gonna do? Shoot it? It's a bulldozer, bitch.
Just put bulletproof coating on it.
Put a bulletproof vest on your fucking bulldozer. I have a machine that weighs 10,000 tons.
You could create a Kevlar like sleeve or a Kevlar thing to put on there. Because if they use armor piercing rounds, having that Kevlar is like extra.
You could
protection.
put a Kevlar sleeve around my nephew's penis, and then I don't know, axe versus Kevlar penis.
Oh, it would hurt so fucking much, especially because this is not that sharp.
He's a baby. He doesn't feel pain.
Oh, fuck. I was actually thinking of getting an aviary and mass breeding them and getting nuts and fruits and things that
Tying
birds
them
can
all
eat.
to your legs and arms and flying away.
No, just listen. And putting like seeds and stuff that can be found in Oklahoma that wild birds eat, and just breeding them so to the point to where they adapt to Oklahoma's environment.
Yeah.
And just letting them loose, and then they just breed and breed and breed and just adapt
They
more
just
and more.
ruin the entire country. That's what we need. That'll reset things. Then we can begin to build again.
What would that do if someone set off an adapted species?
It would depend. I mean, it would depend. It's a whole chain reaction, right? The birds just immediately start murdering people. I guess that wouldn't be there wouldn't be much of a chain. They'd just be killing people.
I don't think a budgie can kill a human.
Yeah, but
Even
how
a
about
flock of
80,000 budgies?
Still, do you know how fragile their bones are? It's just one.
Oh yeah, you'd get a lot of them, but I don't know. Yours took a little bit, me a tiny bit, and it kind of hurt.
Their beaks aren't even capable of piercing or penetrating human skin.
It did not penetrate my skin, but my finger's there's a little bit of a red spot. But yeah, it did not penetrate my skin. But think about it, you weaken it enough. The eyes.
If a bird tries to go for my eyes, it's just...
But that's the thing. Once you've removed the birds, other birds fill their place.
Or I'll
They're
just
like
grab a
big
damn
liquid.
sword and just start cleaving through everything in front of me.
Yeah, that'll work real good until 1,000 budgies get the sword from you, and then they have a sword.
They're not smart enough to do that. Budgies are actually very dumb. They're very sociable animals, but they are not very bright.
They're actually the most retarded bird. I've picked up the axe. Now I'm absorbing its power. I'm getting the aura from it.
Wow.
With this, I could probably, I don't know. I could probably take down 7-8 armed men. With this.
That will be $15,000.
Well, I have the axe.
Okay, you can have it for free.
Okay, sharks. Here's my pitch.
I have the axe.
I cut your fucking head off with an axe, or you give me $11. You give me $11 or I cut you up.
Do you know how I got these scars?
You know how I got this axe? I bought it from the store. You know.
My daddy didn't. I didn't give my daddy gas money, so he
You know how I
caught
got
me.
these scars? My dad had a penis that was so big that it ripped my mouth open when I sucked it.
What the fuck?
You know how I got these scars? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. I can't think of anything.
Even decapitated, the human brain and head can still function, and you will still be alive for 2 minutes.
Human brain and head can still fucking
blink, can move.
Fucking vape. The human head can vape for up to 3 hours
Bullshit.
after being decapitated. The human head can give that sloppy top for up to 3 hours.
You want to find out?
You want to find out? You want to find out? You want to find out how small my dick is?
What the fuck?
Where is it? Where's my penis? I can't see it.
It's like that one episode of Rick and Morty.
That's Poopcast for you. We were 10 episodes in. This is the 12th episode, but it's number 11 because I fucked up the numbers very early on. And we're trying to get... Zach is very far away. I'm trying to get like a long distance thing, which is possible, but Zach has been very busy. He's been a busy bee. Busy beating his new Ukrainian wife. And so hope it'll happen eventually. Zach will be back. But for now, he's dead to us. Do you have any words of
My words of wisdom for today. Don't be an asshole. Love God. And don't fuck with me.
Don't fuck Michael, dude. Do not fuck Michael, okay? If you get anywhere near his spot, let's just say there's a rusty axe and a and an odachi waiting for you. If you unzipped his little pantaloons, if you unbuttoned his pantaloons, a blade would simply shoot out into their
No,
eyes.
it's just like, I have modified my penis to be a katana.
I fucking you taped a butter knife to it.
It's just...
I put a thumbtack in the end. I put a thumbtack so that when somebody sits on it, they leap up and go, ouch!
Fucking Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, Tom. Fucking Tom just pulls out his fat mouse cock and has a thumbtack in the end. And Jerry's like, well, don't mind if I do. Oh! Leaps 30 feet into the air. What would happen if you put your penis in a garbage disposal? Man puts his penis in a garbage disposal. This is what happened to his penis. It got, I don't know what to say, man. It got fucked up. It was a bad decision for him to do that.
My brother, he's...
My brother literally did that.
No, he showed me this video because he's into some fucked up shit. Well, he's not really into it, but it's like curiosity.
Yeah.
He showed me a picture of a guy cleaving his own cock off. And,
Oh, yeah.
like, he was fucked up on drugs, and he just laid it out on a white towel, took a knife, and just lopped it off, and then he started covering his dick with a towel, and it was sitting there soaking the towel. And
Oh,
this
yeah.
dude did not cry. He just did not give a fuck at all.
That's metal, dude. Name something more masculine and badass than that.
Oh, that is not masculine
Than
at
cutting off
all.
your penis with a
That
meat
is
cleaver.
demasculinizing.
Just no reaction, just stern face. Like, I don't give a shit, dude. Like if Batman cut off his own cock. Just badass, like Joker. You want to know how my cock got cut off? I just did it. I just took a cleaver and I just cut it off. I just cut it off, and I cut off each ball one by one.
It's just inject yourself with, like, testosterone into your ball sacks, just steroids.
Yeah. And do ultimate no fap. Just cut off your cock and then inject steroid and just like inject testosterone. Ultimate no fap. You'll be like a god. That's probably what Jeff Bezos did.
People actually think that if you have your balls cut off, you can't come, but you still can.
Yeah, you just
there's just no sperm in it.
Yeah, it's like a vasectomy.
And vasectomies can be undone easily.
Yeah.
There was actually a doctor that did his own vasectomy and then undid his own vasectomy.
Yeah. He undid it after he found out, oh, women can't get abortions anymore. Looks like I'm gonna force some women to give birth to my child. It's like, I have some patients that are gonna have a baby now. I have some patients that are gonna be unconscious and then wake up and be pregnant.
So you never want to have kids, like really though, like real talk.
No, I'll probably get a vasectomy at some point. I'll cut my balls off one by one. I'll cut one off and just to see how I feel about it, and then I'll go for the other one if it's chill.
Just get some like artificial balls. I want elephant testicles. Okay.
I want an elephant tusk. I want my ball. Dude, that would be so sick because it'd be like the trunk would be your penis and the elephant tusk would be your balls.
Oh fuck.
Dude, I could like shave my pubic hair into like ears or something. That'd be sick. I'd be like,
You can
going up
just hear
there.
shit from your ball sack. It's
Just
like you got an elephant head down there, but it's like small.
Yeah.
has like a mind of its own. It's just.
Sorry, babe. It's got a mind of its own.
Do you know how strong an elephant's trunk is? They can pick people up.
Yeah, it could knock you
It's
out.
just. It's some like hentai tentacle shit. The trunk just wraps around.
Yeah, just wraps around and just.
just.
Yeah, just up inside your cock. Just peeling back the foreskin and
What the fuck?
just sniffing it up. Sniffing it up. Sniffing that bit up.
That foreskin cheese.
Marge, the cheese is forming again. Homer, wash your fucking penis, you fucking disgusting piece of shit. Wash your fucking... Jesus Christ, wash your penis, goddamn. Marge, I want you need to use the penis brush. I don't want to use the penis brush on your penis. Penis, Homer.
What the fuck?
You shouldn't need a brush to clean your penis, Homer. You just let it get so bad. You need a steel wool to clean your penis because it calcifies.